The nice thing about these scanning things is you never know what's going to come out. It's like you never know what fish you're going to catch. So, what's the earliest thing you remember?
I remember standing in my grandmother's house up in Canada, really old house, and there was a step going up into the kitchen, and I'm going to say 1, because I had this Swiss Miss kind of dot thing when you touch that had little pebble dots on it. And I texture, and I could feel that, and it would take all my energy just to make that one step up, but as soon as I got up there, people pulled me down and put me back. So then they would leave because they're busy. And then I would try it all over again, and then someone would come by and grab me and put me back down.
How did you feel about that?
It wasn't a negative. I just wasn't deterred. I was going to keep.
I'm going up the steps.
I'm doing it. And that. But I can remember my white little shoes too, because you would see your feet.
Right.
So that was my.
What else do you remember?
I remember laying on the couch with my mom with afternoon naps, and I would lay with my head in her crux of her knee, because she'd be like sideways, and I had a blanket and a blankie, and so I'm more like 4 or 5. And my mom was a smoker, and I remember picking up her lighter, and my blanket started on fire. And I was so concerned, but my mom used that time to get rid of the blanket. So she walked really slowly over to the door, so it just kept burning. And then put it out and said, but then said something like, I couldn't save it. But even at that age,
Obviously,
I knew.
She could have.
Yeah. But she just used that moment.
Because she wanted to get away from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it hurt.
Yeah. So I didn't get in trouble, which was kind of odd because I used the lighter.
Right.
But her what she wanted.
Right. It was controlling your special thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah, it did. It did. Then on that same kind of vein, I had this leopard outfit. And as a kid, I just wore it everywhere. Wash it, put it back on, wash it. And then one time, my mom just bleached it. And said, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It got bleached.
Yeah. So she was acting like it was an accident. But it was really intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And about that same time, I had really long red hair down to about my waist by 5. And she'd braid it every morning in the kitchen. And, they pull on it, you do your kid stuff. And she said, Victoria, stop, and so. Yeah. So one time she just reached behind her into the drawer and took out a pair of scissors and cut the braids off.
Really?
Didn't even
Without
ask.
your permission.
Yeah, and that was tough enough, but then she was like nervous and upset, so she called my Aunt Jean, who wasn't a very friendly person to kids,
Right,
kind of scary actually. Anyways, they laughed the whole time because if you take hair here and pull it back here, now this is going to be long, but what back here is going to be right to your head.
Right.
So they sat there and laughed, which was their discharge. I now understand as an adult, but at the time,
it hurt.
It hurt. They were laughing and they were cutting my hair, and they cut it really short. So I went from waist up to ear.
Oh, wow. Were you angry? Or mostly hurt?
It was a mixture because you couldn't be too angry because your mom could attack, go after you or be upset, that. But on the other hand, I was always told how special I was because of my red hair, but now it just...
And then you're just taking it away without even asking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I had to stay that way till 12.
Whoa. They never let it go out.
No. And at 12, my mom and dad asked, or my mom said, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, I want long hair. And she goes, no, I mean, really, what do you want for your birthday? I want long hair. Okay, Victoria, you can have long hair, but what do you want for... I wouldn't let them buy me anything. I said, no, it's just long
This
hair.
is really what I want.
This is what I want. And
So
so
you
that was my
finally-
birthday present.
Yeah. So you finally got what you wanted. You just had to wait a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Why don't you take a breath and come into your center. Look around at people, say hi. We're all supporting you. What did you notice doing that process? What themes did you notice came out?
The word inconvenience comes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times I was inconvenient.
Mm-hmm. Like you were treated like you were inconvenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. I noticed a theme that you were asking for what you wanted, trying to get what you wanted, being kind of persistent, and then things that just happened to you without any permission. So like taking away control. So that theme would be really good to pull out more. You know, like I want my control back, I want my power back. Like how dare you take this away from me.
Thank you.
Yeah. You are welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.